Hi, welcome to my video on another feature of the Actve-Base SQL Proxy. I will show you how to develop a Java codlet for the Actve-Base SQL Proxy. I choose the case where you want to know how many records a select is going to return. For that, you are going to modify the original statement and make it count instead of extract, as you can see on this slide. Let's see now in more details the codlet itself. As per Actve-Base API specifications, you can either execute a Java codlet in the Mature section or in the Action section of the rule. We are going to do it in the Action section. Therefore, we need to implement a method called execute that takes as input the object containing information about the current statement and returning as a string object the statement to be executed. The current SQL statement is contained in the static variable rule context. That statement you get by calling the getSymbol method of the rule context object. Once you get the statement, it's simple to concatenate it with the select count using the plus operator and return it. The rest of the codlet is standard Java, like using your own package instead of the default one. Now, let's see the implementation of the codlet. First, let's have a look at the switching rule just to show you the rule set I used, which is SQL2. Let's now see the rule set itself and the rule it contains. In the rule screen, let's focus on the action part. For the mature part, you can choose whatever you prefer. All you have to do on this screen is to populate the class path and the class name, which must include the package name. Let's now test it. I'll use the SQL data 2 from table 1 request. And as you can see, it returns now the number of records to be extracted instead of the records themselves. Before we wrap up, let me show you a trick I used to get a new version of the codlet reloaded. And here is why. You have to know that Actve-Base actually loads into itself the Java class and will execute the loaded class rather than the one on the disk. This way, the integrity of the codlet is preserved. But if you make a new version of the loaded codlet, Actve-Base is not going to recognize it if the name stays the same. Here is a workaround, the trick I use. On the rule screen, just change the name of the class for a class that does not exist. Actve-Base will load a blank codlet and therefore execute nothing. Let's see this. As you can see, the original request is now fully executed, showing that the request has not been modified as previously. Let's put back the name of the codlet in the rule screen and execute again the original request. Now it returns the count again. Thank you for watching my video.